Hi everyone, I'm Lily. I'm 7. Today I'm going to read a story. The title of this story is Horseshoes Aren't Just for Good Luck. Introduction. I had my best summer vacation when I was 9. I went to visit Graham, my great-grandmother, and I saw the ocean for the first time. Life by the sea. I rode on a train from the city, all by myself. Graham and her friend Jim met me at the train station, and we drove to Graham Big's grey house. In her small beach town, people walk or ride bicycles. I even saw horses' carriages. Graham's house had a porch. She told me to pick the bedroom I wanted, so I picked the yellow room. It had a window that faced the ocean. My summer home. It was very quiet in Graham's house. But I could hear the sound of the wave. I want to see them up close. I ran downstairs to go to the beach. Graham stopped me. She said I couldn't go to the beach alone until I had learned the rules of the sea. We took off our shoes and walked to the beach together. Once I could walk along the beach between two rock jetties. The jetties were walls of rock that helped to keep in the beach sand from eroding away into the sea. Graham said not to go into the water unless she or Jim were with me. He told me the currents were strong flows of water that could drag me far out of the ocean. I learned a lot. That night, moonlight streamed into my room. I went to sleep listening to the waves. Horseshoe crab. I woke up with the sun shining on my face. I dressed quickly and ran downstairs as Graham called, "Remember the rules!" I nodded as I hurried out the back door. When I got down to the beach, I saw the sand was covered in brownish gray things. They had shells and pointy tails. Some of them were lying on their back and wiggling. At breakfast, I asked Graham what those creatures on the beach were. She said they were horseshoe crabs, a type of arthropod. She said the waves carried them onto the beach. I told Graham about the wiggling one turned upside down. She said they use their tails to try to turn themselves back onto their legs, and they can't turn over. They get too hot and die. Graham told me that when the tide goes out, some crabs are left stranded on the beach to stay cool. They try to dig into the white sand. She said the female crab lay green jelly like eggs a few inches under the wet sand. One female horseshoe crab can lay 80,000 eggs in one season. Graham said that within 2 weeks, the larvae that develop from the egg wash out to the ocean. The new larvae don't have tail yet. Toward the end of the summer, they molt or shed their skin. Then they'll grow tails. At breakfast, we walked down to the beach. Gwen turned over the upside-down crab. She also put stranded one back into the ocean. She said when crabs get tired of swimming, they turn over onto their backs and float on their shells like little boats. When they are hungry, they let themselves sink slowly to the bottom of the ocean. On the bottom, the crab eats plants, small clams, worms, and other tiny sea animals. They grind food with their legs, so they would have to be walking to chew their food. Scientists study horseshoe crabs to learn more about their 9 eyes and nervous system. Also, their blood can be used to test for some human diseases and to test new drugs. Graves and horseshoe crabs have been around since dinosaurs roamed the earth. Rescuing. Graham gave me a job to do. Every morning, I hurried to the beach to save as many crabs as I could. I would turn them over and toss them back into the ocean waves. Sometimes I tossed them food. I tossed them from the end of the jetty and waved good luck to them. I also tried to chase birds away when I saw them eating the egg, but Graham told me not to do that because the bird needed the eggs as food to survive. One morning, all the horseshoe crabs were gone. When I ran back to the house, Graham said that they were done laying eggs until next year. She told me that next year I would have to come back and save more crabs. I walked back to the beach and lay down on the warming sand. Saving the crab was exciting, but my summer vacation had just begun. What will I do now? Read sentence below its opinion. A horseshoe crab looked scary with the shells and pointed tails. The female horseshoe crab could lay 80,000 eggs in one season. See, horseshoe crabs stay cool by digging into the wet sand. D, the crab turned over on their backs and floated on their shells like boats. I just see. Ram wanted the narrator to, before going to the beach alone. I learned how to be safe. B, pick out a bedroom. C, eat dinner. D, go to the store. I just A. The narrator picked one bedroom because A, it was the biggest. B, it had a small bed. C, it had a window facing the ocean. D, it was closest to Graham. Bedroom. I should see. The jetties were built. A, to stop the ocean from flooding the town. B, for people to walk on. C, to prevent the beach from eroding. C, D, so more people will come visit the town. I should see. How did the narrator feel when first seeing the horseshoe crab? A, surprised. B, worried. C, scared. D, lonely. I should A. Even animals shed its skin. We saw it. A, rose. B, moths. C, burrows. D, eroded. I should B. Before a horseshoe crab eats it, A, sinks to the bottom of the ocean. A, B, turn over and float. C, swim to shore. D, sit on a rock. I choose B. I choose I. Why did Grant think it was okay for birds to eat some of the horseshoe crab's eggs? There were too many horseshoe crabs. B. The bird would die from eating them. C. The bird needed them for their food. D. The eggs made a mess on the beach. I should see. Which is not a fact about horseshoe crab. A horseshoe crab have 9 eyes. B. Horseshoe crab eat tiny sea animal. C. Horseshoe crab are mammal. D. Horseshoe crab have a nervous system. I should see. A current is A small animal that lives only in salt water. B. A flow of water moving in one direction. C. A wave of high water. D. A strong storm. I should see.
You passed! That's awesome! Click on the items with the red X and find a better answer to improve your score and earn more stars. Use the book as you take the quiz to help you find the best answer. When finished, click Done.
I got 8 of 10 correct. The end. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.